From the sideline to the booth and video game consoles everywhere, John Madden changed football. And on Christmas Day, Fox Sports is sharing the gift of John Madden for all who love the NFL with the original documentary, All Madden.
Football is my life, but it's complicated.
This Christmas, a masterful storyteller tackles one of football's most legendary and compelling figures.
What are you trying to do?
From the field to the booth and video game consoles everywhere, John Madden changed football. And football fans everywhere will be quick to unwrap the gift of All Madden, an original documentary from Fox Sports.
If you just heard his voice in the distance,
I'm John Madden. John Madden.
That was a TV you had to run to.
The challenge of telling a story about an icon larger than life cannot be easy. Thankfully, Tom Rinaldi was on the job.
The goal was to pay tribute to John, but not really just as a coach, where he went into the Hall of Fame, the youngest ever to win the Super Bowl at that time, still has the highest winning percentage of any coach to win 100 or more games, still. But to pay attention to that, then the transition of broadcasting, then the video game, then the celebrity, and then the family voices, all trying to show our most human portrait of John in the documentary. It's a great problem to have when you find hundreds of hours of tape that have never been seen before of John on the bus, in production meetings, in the booth, to show these stolen moments that really capture who he is.
It's those beautiful nuggets and stolen moments that Rinaldi is known for capturing so well.
I was pretty good. He just made me better.
The much anticipated documentary features 38 interviews. From Brady and Belichick to Mahomes, Manning, and Montana, every single interview subject said yes. Rinaldi has a simple reason for why that is.
You say the name and people smile. What greater tribute is there for somebody who has worked through decades, the only broadcaster to work for all four major networks, the only one, and who had an authenticity and an originality, who wasn't looking to fit in anyone else's preconceived shape or mold, and a great object lesson and example in why that works. Authenticity and originality.
All Madden is a tribute of love delivered into our homes on a day when love means the most.
Can the history of what you did be written without mentioning your name?
And after constructing this labor of love, I wanted to know, does Tom think John Madden would be as successful today as a coach and broadcaster?
Yes and yes. I certainly think he would be as successful as a coach because of his incredible understanding of the game, not only his encyclopedic knowledge of its history, but his continuing passion for how it's evolved. This is a guy, Mike, that watches 9 games at a time on Sundays in his own soundstage. In terms of being a broadcaster, there is absolutely no doubt. I still think there are people who missed John, more than a decade gone from the booth, wanting to hear what he might say next, what he might do with that telestrator, how he might teach, but also entertain. And that's what he was so masterful at.
Now this is what the game of football is all about.
Just like John, Tom Rinaldi hopes All Madden will teach and entertain us on Christmas Day. You can watch the documentary premiere Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on Fox 5.